We'll start this overview of the electrical system by turning everything on. I have two shut-offs, two safety setups here. First one is a 50 amp breaker. For the battery, this is what you find in boats. I have an on-off switch. So when I open up the Victron app, it has a list of the devices. So I have 4 devices. So let's start with the inverter, and as you can see, it shows that the inverter is on. So it says we're inverting. Let's go test to see if there is power at an AC outlet. Here we have the inverter is on, set to 15 amps. How do we distribute all this power? You have your switches. So I'm going to turn on the main switch for the inverter, AC on the left, and then I'm going to turn on the 20 amp one because that's the one I have for this plug right there. This AC outlet is the only one I have hooked up right now, but it is going through my distribution panel, and of course the inverter is supplying AC power here. So I'm going to plug in a device. This is a heat gun. So here we go. Okay, so inverter is functional. It's and it shows that on the Victron app. Next, we'll take a look at shore power. It's a 30 amp cable. See that click? My inverter automatically detects that it's in shore power. You see that yellow light indicates now it is charging. So I am charging these batteries through this Victron inverter charger. Okay, so that's shore power. That's one way to charge the batteries. Okay, so now let me unplug it. So we got a yellow light there now. When we come back, it should be off after I unplug. Notice now the yellow light that says charger is off, so it is not charging. The inverter charger detected. So I'm going to demonstrate charging the battery from the alternator. So I've got the key here to the van. I hit start. Engine's running. I'm into the back of the van. Engine's running. So back here, notice that the Orion, I can lift this up a little bit. The Orion has a green flashing light on the lower corner, and that tells me that I'm now charging the batteries with alternator. Underneath the driver's floor mat is the battery compartment. I have wires running through the center here, under the passenger seat, under the floor, and they come out this hole right there. You can kind of see it. Right here is the hole where those cables come out and go into the charger. So that is the third way to charge the batteries, with the alternator. And checking back at the inverter, you can see it has a yellow light on, which means it's in charging mode. So the inverter slash charger detects that their shore power is plugged in. So in this last part of the video here, I demonstrate how I can monitor this by the Victron app. So I come around on the back of the van,
step outside, and with my iPhone, I log into the Victron app, click on the inverter function, which is one of the components there, and it shows that I am indeed charging the batteries using the shore power. On the right side, I have places for 15 different circuits for all the various DC loads. The only one I have hooked up, I've got a fuse in there, but it's not even hooked to anything, so let's just take that out. I have a 10 amp fuse in there. I probably should raise it a little higher, but anyway, 10 amp fuse, just like a regular fuse you have in your car, like that. Okay, I have a 10 amp fuse in there. That's the wiring that goes up through here to the max fan. Push the button for fan. Oops, it's off. Let's get it on. And the fan motor will open the fan and air will blow in. Or I can have the air blow out. So I pushed it to reverse the flow. It stops the motor and then reverses. So now it's pulling air from the inside of the van out. So it works both ways. So all of my DC things, lamps, USB ports, whatever I have here, and that includes the refrigerator when I get it and all that stuff, will be on the DC side. All my electrical plugs for the hot water heater, for the induction cooktop, anything else AC we want to run, we'll go through this side of the panel. So as we take another look at the electrical cabinet, just kind of a quick view of it. You see my battery bank, then the Lynx distributor up on the left hand side there, and then it is just sort of a quick look at all the components in this cabinet. And as I swing around and look at the floor, you can see the Bluetooth connectivity there. There's a small box on the bottom of the floor with a light that's shining, and that's my connections for Bluetooth. So thanks for taking time to watch this video. I got real sleepy when I was making this video. I hope you didn't go to sleep watching it. Thanks again.